Thank you, sir.
Hi, guys. Hey, welcome. So, all you guys are students?
Yes, sir.
Hey, where?
Third grade.
Are you in law school or undergrad?
Law school.
Fantastic. So great.
I'm a 3L.
3L? Oh, great. Everybody else, 1 or 2 L's?
2 L's.
Wow. You're entering into a great profession.
Oh, yeah.
There's no better profession than being a lawyer. I tell you what, and I give this example a lot. I have a friend of mine that just got a judgment for $350 million. And then like 2 months later, he got another one for like 40 million. If you treat the law well, it will pay off in dividends. But you got to treat it well.
Yeah.
Study hard, do your diligence, make sure you know the law, and more importantly, know the judge. Because you've got to know your audience and you got to know who you're working with as far as whether you're a plaintiff's lawyer, whether you're a defense lawyer, whether you're doing contracts, whether you're doing whatever it may be. And even if you don't, practice law, become a lawyer. The amount of information that you learn from just going through law school, it's amazing. No one can mess with you when you know things. And I try to impart that to every single person that comes here, school, school, school. Because no one can take you for a ride when you know stuff. I'm so proud of you guys. That's so great. So do you guys know what you want to do after when you graduate?
Still deciding. Yeah, still deciding.
Come work for the DA's office. Yeah, work for the DA's office. They're always hiring people. You get no better trial experience, when you come work here for the DA's office. You're literally, I remember coming to work here, boom, you're in trial the next week. It's just trial by ambush.
Yeah.
There's no better way than to just really start doing trials. And there's no faster way than in criminal law and working in the DA's office. I would encourage, if you don't know what you want to do, because there you get a sense of what you like, what you don't like. And so where are you guys going now?
Appeals. We're going to appeals court.
Are you going to hear arguments?
Yes.
Hey, where are they going? Where are you guys going?
I'm gonna go back down I'm in the domestic violence division. I'm gonna go back down and check on my IDs, see if they need help, but they just wanted to see if it's happening.
So we try cases on Tuesdays, and I think that we have with today's Ramona. I think we may have a trial. Do we know if we have a trial next week?
I can check.
We have trials. We try what I would say Tuesdays when we do voir dire, and then Wednesdays when we start testimony. You can always reach out to Victoria, our coordinator, and she can tell you whether we're in trial or not, and if we are. And I also Zoom. So you can always catch everything through Zoom, so you don't even have to come here. Just hop on Zoom. And we YouTube as well, so that everybody in the entire world gets to see what we do. Because I think it's just education is just the best thing, and we try to educate everyone, and we do that by putting everything online so that everybody can see what we do every day. Everything's transparent, and it's no better way to educate, Guys, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. You're
6 trials set next week, so if you want to come,
really good.
you can come watch, or you can watch online. Either way, at your leisure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Guys, I'm so proud of you. Great job.
Thanks for letting us watch.
Fantastic.
Have a good day.
Anytime.
Judge, I'm approaching on Tammy Johnson. She is in custody at the moment. Judge Tammy Johnson.
Yes.
So her bond is set currently at $1,001. She doesn't have any ability to make bond from kind of going through the procedural background of the case. It sounds like she'd gotten a GLB bond originally about a year ago.
Wow, she's been gone that long.
Well, did not come to a setting and have a chance to meet you, Judge. And so, because had she have gotten an admonishment from you, she'd have certainly attended.
Good try. Can you bring up Ms. Johnson, please?
She does not have any criminal history, and this is kind of a DWI. I've chatted with them briefly about it, but the allegation is that the police found her asleep in a parked vehicle at a gas station, and with the car in park, but they say armed.
I've
So-
done the research. We had this issue not a week ago, and I'm telling you,
Well, it's sufficient, from a legal sufficiency standpoint, it can stand, but what do jurors think?
I combed through like 20 cases. Give me a second. Stephen. Hey, hi Stephen. Hey, I'm in the middle of talking. Give me maybe like 10 minutes. I'll call you right back, huh? No, it's okay. I'm super excited to talk to you. Give me 10, huh? Okay, bye. We did the diligence as far as that argument is concerned. My only concern now is that she's been gone for how long, but for this, she would still be wherever she is, right?
Well, she's got a kind of difficult financial situation. She's got family, but she's talked to her family and doesn't have the ability to make even what would be roughly paying $150 to get. And, but she's 43 with no criminal history. She's got 2 children that she successfully raised to their young adults.
Come up, ma'am. You were Tammy Johnson. How's jail? How's jail?
Different, Judge.
Why do we have jails?
Criminals off the street, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good reason, for sure. Why else?
Judge, she knows.
To make sure you come back. And when you don't, the sentences get longer, the bars get colder.
This opening is already setting the tone. Mentorship mode activated. Notice how the judge immediately shifts from authority figure to educator. He's not just hearing cases, he's shaping future lawyers. That's a rare courtroom dynamic most people never see.
You know that when you fail to appear, your bond's at $1,000 right now. So all that needs is $100 and you're out. $125, you're out. You now know that you have no one to pony up that kind of money. No one to pony up that kind of money to get you out. Mr. Garris is asking me to let you out. The only reason you're here now is because you got busted. Otherwise, you'd still be out who knows where. Why would we let you out? You tell me.
She wants to move forward and deal appropriately with the case, and the state has given me quite a bit in the way of discovery to review, and as with any type of blood case, there's probably going to be more that we venture out to seek, but it'd be obviously sometime, we talked about it, the idea that these can take 6 months, 7 months to even get ready to see if it's a viable case for trial.
Therein lies the problem where, ma'am, you sit now in custody until the case is either pled, you're in trial, or somehow gets disposed of. That could take 6 months. Where have you been?
I'm trying to get my life together.
Judge, she's worked for a long time as a waitress and is living, and she's living kind of difficult situation at the moment. So it's experienced bouts of homelessness but now has a more stable situation. She has the ability to get to court and will be here. That's the representation we're making to the court, and I think we can do short resets if you'd like.
You know, Mr. Garris, I never want to leave someone in custody, but one of my primary concerns also is not putting someone out on the street. And I'm telling you now, I'm willing to give you another chance, but I'm not going to put you out on the street if you ain't got nowhere else to go.
She does now. She's living in she has a motel that she's living in now. It's kind of temporary housing.
Yes, it's permanent. It's been for a
I
while.
don't believe that for a second. Who do you have in your life that's willing to take you in?
I've got that information, Jeff.
Before I had no one, but now I do.
But he just doesn't financially have the ability to.
The only thing that's changed between now and then is you got arrested. Miss Johnson, the last thing I want is you to be put on the street where you look like you're going to start using again, because I don't want you to use. If I were to drug test you now, what are you going to test positive for?
Any discussion about that?
Here's the drug. I'm going to drug test you like crazy. And if I find that you're using, then I'm going to keep you. And I'm not going to play this game. You can't even look at me in the eye.
Drugs aren't a problem.
Stop. Don't. Okay, at this point, Judge, I'm going to admonish my.
It's okay. That's all right.
So-
Where do you have to go?
Judge, let me answer all the questions. She lives in a motel, stable situation, can make her way back to court. And you can do short resets and we'll be here. And that's the understanding that we've talked about, and I think would be appropriate at this time would be to give her a chance to come in, and obviously we'll comport with all the requirements that this court installs. And if we have to do testing, we'll do that. And
Let me make something perfectly clear to you, Ms. Johnson. I don't like it when people plead guilty just to plead guilty to get out. I'm not down with that. And we're not going to play that game here. So if I let you out, I expect several things from you. Number one, that you're not going to endanger my public. That's the first and foremost. Number two, that you're not using alcohol and or illegal drugs. And I'm telling you, I'm going to test you like crazy. If you can't stop on your own, then we will do it my way. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Sure.
Number three, if you don't have a license and liability insurance, you are not allowed to drive. Do you have a Texas driver license? Then you will be signing with me today an affidavit. This is a promise you're making to me that you're not going to drive. And I don't care if Jesus needs to ride to church, you get into a car and drive. I can have a contempt hearing and you'll be facing 6 months every time you drive. Do you understand? Do you want me to give you a PR bond? Can you stop using?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to let you out, and I'm going to have you come back here on Tuesday, and I want you to come back and take a test on me on Tuesday, and I want to know for sure. You got to understand, you've played Monopoly, right? What do you get in Monopoly to get out of jail? What do you get? You get a get out of jail free card, right? This is the only one you're going to get. You're not going to get another one. Do you understand? So I will let you out now, but I expect you to comport and comply with conditions. And that's it. I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking you to be sober and come back to court and stay in touch with counsel. That's all.
thank you, Judge.
Of course. Now, we will set her for Tuesday. She got to come back here Tuesday.
Yes.
You don't come back, a warrant will issue, and we're going to just play the 6-month waiting game while you're there. Because I'm telling you, I don't accept pleas just to get out of jail. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
She can't go yet, though. We need her to sign conditions with, yeah. Mr. Gamble,
So,
Mr. Payton,
sir.
gentlemen, both of you are charged with cases in here. Both of you are charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You know, looking at your information, I see that Mr. Payton, both of you guys, and Mr. Gamble are also charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. However, your felony bond was $10,000 and yours was $70,000. I don't understand why. We will soon find out.
This is practical courtroom philosophy right here. Know the judge, know your audience. In legal strategy, this is huge. Law isn't just rules, it's psychology. The judge is basically teaching litigation mindset in real time.
The right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay?
On November 7th, 2024, the officer conducted a traffic stop on a motor vehicle after observing it violate Texas Transportation Code 547.602, which requires mirrors, and the officer confirmed 5 traffic citations. The driver was placed into custody for those citations, and the defendant, Payton, was sitting in the front passenger seat where a black extended magazine was observed in plain view between the defendant's feet Defendants 1 and 2, the second defendant being Gamble, were both detained, and a probable cause search revealed a black backpack found to be concealing 2 semi-automatic pistols with a loaded round in the chamber, not in a concealed holster, and within the wingspan of both defendants, as well as 37.8 grams of marijuana.
Tell me about the ag rob.
So the ag rob for Mr.
The
Payton,
defendants, same day, on 11/8.
I just want to confirm, Your Honor. It looks like the ag robs are different days. For Payton, it's July 27th, and then for Mr. Gamble, it's August 26th. So they're 2 separate incidents for aggravated robbery. So to begin with Mr. Payton, the aggravated robbery on July 27th, an officer was dispatched to a robbery at a vape time store, and the complainant said an unmasked defendant came inside the store, and the complainant buzzed him into the door. The defendant looked around and then walked to the door and let 3 other masked men into the store. One of the 3 men pointed a gun to the left side of the complainant's neck, and then the other 3 men took money and merchandise before running from the door. The surveillance video showed the incident and showed defendants leaving in a silver Kia sedan. Officers were able to trace the sedan back to a co-defendant. They were also able to see that the Kia had been involved in a prior traffic stop. In that stop, the passenger of the car was viewed in the officer body-worn camera. That person was the unmasked first person who entered the store and let the other 3 men into the store before helping take cash and merchandise. And to move on to yes.
There were multiple, I think it was, this defendant, Mr. Gamble, was one of 5 suspects robbing vape stores. And there are multiple incidents of the robbery. So we can certainly read PC Judge, it's just very long, but we're happy to read it.
Is it the same MO where it's in, I mean, are we talking about just like an enterprise type situation? Like an engaging and organized? Okay.
So
I'm just, my question is, I want to know how dangerous these guys are, and obviously we've got ag robs on both of them, perhaps even multiple stops of ag robs. So Mr. Payton, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now putting an ankle monitor on you, and I want to know where you are at all times, and I'm giving you a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I don't want you out in the middle of the night, and I'm barring you from going to any, just got to be careful in this life, man. You got but one. You end up with the wrong person. You hang with dogs to get those fleas. You're going to end up with a 40-year sentence back there. And I'm going to tell you now, living in a 6x9 for 40 years is no way to live life. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons, not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. If I find that you're smoking weed, you're using anything like that, I'm going to put you in jail. I'll deem you a public danger, and I'm going to make your bond so freaking high. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
17.
What do you do for a living?
I'm employed right now.
Why?
I'm trying to get my...
I'm now making that a condition of your bond as well. You and I are going to be so close, it's going to be ridiculous. I am making it a condition of your bond that you get your GED, and I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks to see what you have done to get your GED. You need to start working on it. We have enough people in custody as it is, and what you do now will affect you for the next 40 years of your life. You start acting like a knucklehead out there, you're either going to be dead or with a 50-year sentence, and that's not a way to go through life. Do you understand? I will appoint your lawyer today.
And Your Honor, in regard to Gamble, it appears that the bond may be higher as officers presented the facts of both the current case as well as a separate case that's unfiled. It's an HPD case to which the defendant confessed to also being involved. So it seems there's also an ongoing investigation.
Do we know who put the gun to the neck?
It was the defendant as well, defendant Gamble.
Gamble?
And he also put a gun to the complainant's face as they were stealing marijuana and other items.
You hear everything I just said over there, Mr. Gamble? Same thing applies to you, man. We have enough black and brown people in custody as it is. We don't need any more. You don't need to live life with a 40-year sentence because of some stupid scheisse, man. You know? Do you know if you're going to bond out?
I'm gonna be talking to this mom later, Judge. So
Okay, if you bond out, I'm ordering you under home confinement. I don't want you out anywhere. Do you understand? You will get a GPS monitor on your ankle, no weapons. I don't want you to talk with any of the co-defendants in any of these cases. I don't want you two hanging out with each other at all. You know, you may be great guys by yourselves, but when you're together, perhaps it's a Tasmanian devil. No thanks. We don't want it. I'm going to tell you both of you now. I will do everything in my power to protect my Houston at all costs. And I don't care if you put you in jail at 17 and you're kicking and screaming and this. No. Do you understand? You were lucky to get out as it is on this type of charge, as it just count your lucky stars now, Mr. Payton. All right. So,
Is a felony pending until 17 days of work as well?
for sure. And then, Felicia, so GPS prior to release on Mr. Gamble, no weapons, no alcohol, no drugs, random urinalysis.
Trial by ambush. That phrase is doing a lot of work here. He's describing real courtroom pressure. No script, no rehearsal, just live legal combat. This is where law school theory turns into real-world survival.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, he did.
You did? Okay. All right, John. So I guess we'll stay in touch with Mr. Gamble. All right, Mr. Gamble, good luck. We'll just keep us in the loop about what goes on. Mr. Payton, I'm keeping you ever so close. I'm not letting you go far. Do you understand? Okay. I need him to fill out an application. Do you mind giving an application? I'm going to give you an application for an appointed lawyer. I'm going to have you sign a receipt of Victoria, and then I'm going to have you meet with Felicia for bond conditions, then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Correct. All of them. Mr. Roberts Clay, how's jail? It's been a long time since I've had someone with this kind of drama. Let's go through your spiel. 9/25/24, evading arrest, and you pick up an FSGI. 11/9/24, assault of a family member, assault of a family member, assault of a family member, assault of a peace officer, assault of a peace officer. You get on bond, I guess, he's on bond for all those cases, right?
Yes, Judge, I see.
And now you've picked up another assault of a family member and an interference.
Those were two Bs filed, Judge, while he was in custody. So he was not out of custody. He's been in custody.
So in our case here, from November 9th, he has 3 assaults, and then he also has the FSGI in evading, the new assault and the interference that was filed on 11/13. Was that?
In 2022.
So they're older.
They're older ones that they just filed a couple days ago, but he's been in custody on our 3 assaults and the felonies.
So the felony assault, I see that he has not made bond on.
No, and that's why he was in custody, because he was on those 2 bonds while they filed these two on that.
Yeah, 22. And the interference was also from 22. Do you know all the assault family members, are they against the same complaining witness?
No, they're different, Judge. 2022 is Asia Barrows, The
What is that? A girlfriend?
ex-girlfriend.
An ex-girlfriend, okay.
No,
And then,
it's just regular, no babies.
okay, so then the other 3 assaults that we have here,
The other 3, the newer 3 are baby mama, mother and sister.
his mother?
His mother and his sister.
Okay. Have we found PC on all those cases? Because I don't know if we have or not. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like PC's been found on all of them. Okay, so Mr. Roberts Clay, I want you to understand something, that I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with any of the complaining witness in any of these cases. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons, not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you, and I'm going to put a GPS monitor, and I'm giving you 1,000 feet. I'm going to give you a 1,000 feet distance of where I don't want you to have contact with any of these people, any of the baby mamas, your mom, whoever else is part of these, the peace officers, anyone in any of these cases. Don't have contact with them. Don't go within 1,000 feet of where they live or where they work. There should be orders for protection on each one of these cases. So you have to understand, if you violate these, then the state can and will file additional charges against you. You need to understand, if multiple assault family members within a certain amount of time, they can hit you with 3rd-degree felonies, and you can be looking at 2 to 10 of the penitentiary on those. So I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do get out, I would be very careful where you go, because even if you have whatever contact, they can file more charges on you. I mean, you've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 open cases. Shreya, the evading arrest and interference on all these assaults, those happened after.
Yes.
Right, so I'm revoking the bonds on those 2 cases. The evading arrest and interference, the FSGI and evading, I'm revoking those bonds because of all the new cases that he's picked up.
I understand, Judge, but the 2 new cases are from 2022.
That's why I'm not doing anything with those, right? So I'm not using those against him to revoke the bond, but the new cases from 11/9, those are after, we ordered him follow conditions. You have failed to follow those conditions by picking up another case, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assaults. So because you picked up those 5 assaults, I'm revoking the bond on the FSGI and evading.
So Judge, is this his first court date since the November 9th?
Correct. Yeah, this is the first time.
This is where bail reality hits hard. The numbers sound small, $1,001, but the judge immediately makes it clear. If you don't have resources, even low bond can mean full detention. Justice and poverty collide right here.
That I've seen Mr. Roberts Clay. I have not seen him at all, but we've been literally rolling him day for day to try to get him here. And we had Marco Sapien representing him, trying to get Mr. Clay, Roberts Clay and Marco at the same time so that's why. Did you want to add anything?
What are the conditions currently, Judge?
So, no contact, no weapons, GPS, no going within 1,000 feet of any of the complaining witness where they live or where they work.
I'm satisfied with that, Judge.
Sorry?
That works, Judge.
And then I'm revoking his bonds on the FSGI and evading, and then that's it. So,
What are you setting those at, Judge?
I think there should also be, I would ask that they also be set at 5,000, Judge, to mirror the others.
75.
5,000, Judge.
Oh, yeah, I was going to do 5,000 and 1, 2, 3, 5,005 on the FSGI and evading. And then I'll leave the others as is. Okay, Mr. Roberts Clay, you know what's expected of you if you bond out. Just don't go near anywhere of these people. Sometimes when you have cancer, what do? You cut the cancer out. If you don't, it's going to kill you, right?
Judge, would you do 5,003 just because I think it looks a little misleading whenever inside, we're
Of
looking
course.
at it, and
Yeah.
it looks like he picked up 5, but it's actually 3.
Yes, of course. These people may be a cancer to your life. They're killing you, man. Cut it out before it kills you. Do you understand? All right. Thanks. If there are no MOABs, wait. So, yeah, on any case that doesn't have a MOAB, I'm gonna grant it. It's just, there's so many cases and I just don't have time to look.
Judge, I need to approach on Mr. Carter Peeler. Judge Peeler?
Yeah.
Judge, my client's 29 years old. He's got a history of mental situations. He's here with his parents.
Oh, where's mom?
Well, mom just went down to pay some parking, but dad is here.
Yeah, come up, Dad.
Judge, I mean, they have some, they have documentations of all of his mental challenges. I'm on the case, but I'll review the meds and all that, and it actually may be a better case for the PD's office. I'm not sure, but I mean, I know
Hi, Dad.
he gets nervous.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
There's no reason for you to be nervous. Really, it's not the end of the world. You've picked up a case, but it happens. When you do that, you dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and you move on. All we want you to do is just don't violate the law. Do you have a Texas driver license? Do you have liability insurance? Okay, you can continue to drive. Just be careful. If you happen to get into an accident, stop. It's not the end of the world. That's why you have car insurance, so that if you get into an accident, they're there to help you with what happened. They'll even give you a lawyer to represent you. That's why you pay for car insurance. Really.
I didn't know they give you a lawyer.
Well,
your insurance company.
Not every single time, but
Okay.
like if someone were to sue you and you have car insurance, typically there's a lawyer to help you out with these cases. Yeah. So that's why you pay for car insurance. That's why it's as expensive as it is. So I'm not putting any conditions on your bond, okay? Just be careful and be safe. That's it. We've given you a lawyer to stay in touch with John, and he'll tell you how to navigate through this issue, and that's it. Do you have any questions? The only other thing I'm going to tell you is that if you take medication, psychotropic medication, continue to take it. When you stop, I see so many people, they start taking it and they start to feel good. You know what? I don't need this anymore. I feel great. They stop taking it, boom, same thing starts happening. They evolve in that circular, just end up in purgatory because they stop taking it and they end up back into the same situation and into bad things start happening. If good things are happening when you take the medication, keep taking it. It's there for you to do well and to be well, to be better. And that's what the medication is there for. Don't stop taking it, because when it does, that's when things spiral out of control. We're here to help you. That's why we have lawyers. That's why we have, okay? Questions? Just relax. Everything's fine. If you guys need anything, we're here for you. You can always come back here and then we'll help you out. We'll set you off a month. If you need anything, just come back and we're here for you, okay? All right, guys. Take care.
Need to sign?
No, just a reset. Yeah. You are Alvaro Betancourt.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Betancourt, you're charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On November 4th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an address in Harris County, Texas, in reference to a family disturbance type call. The caller was witness Graham, who called 911 stating that he heard the complainant in the background of a phone call crying, stating that she was having a domestic disturbance incident with her ex-boyfriend. Officers arrived on scene that was indicated by the witness and spoke with the complainant. The complainant stated that the defendant is an ex-boyfriend of hers who she shares a child with. She stated that on this date they were in bed together when the witness called her witnessgram. And the defendant saw the witness call her, became upset, and stated, "I will kill you and her and go about my day." The complainant began to cry and told the witness she was having issues with the defendant. The defendant then grabbed her by the wrist and began to physically slam her in the bedroom walls, causing pain to her upper body and pushing the complainant into the hallway outside her bedroom.
Now we're entering serious felony territory. Weapon possession plus robbery allegations shifts everything. This is no longer misdemeanor courtroom talk. This is long-term incarceration risk.
Room where he again slammed her into hallway walls. This was witnessed by her 8-year-old juvenile daughter. So
the daughter sees this happening.
The daughter sees this happening.
Not his biological daughter, though, right?
No. His biological daughter is 7 months old, so there's 2 daughters.
So he does have children with her.
Yes. Officers pulled the defendant's photograph, who the complainant positively identified as the defendant. She stated that they've been separated for over 6 months, and the defendant became angry when the complainant told the defendant she had a new relationship already. Officers tried to reach the defendant, but were unable to.
So she has a new person.
So she indicated, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Betancourt, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm entering now what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Irma Becerra as a protected individual. He cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, the stalking statute. You cannot stalk, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works.
If I may, my understanding is that the complainant and my client are living together, that they're still together. I was wondering if you would be able to do no threatening and harassing content, say that they also share a child.
Until I know what she wants, I'm not going to do that, right? They've been unable to reach her, and according to what they're saying is that she has a new beau. So I don't know. Until I know, I like to honor the wishes of the complaining witness, and until I know that she wants to have contact, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with her. I don't care what you're going, I don't care what you're doing. No means no. I don't care if there's a burning building and she's in there, you have to go save her. A court order is a court order. If you violate this, I'm going to put you in jail. Are you a United States citizen? I don't know if you are or not, but if you're in this country without permission, if there's any problem with your immigration paperwork and immigration finds you in custody, they will put an immigration detainer and you will be stuck in there until this case is over with, and then they'll ship you off to immigration. Don't violate any of these conditions. Don't pick up a new case. No contact, no weapons. Do you understand?
Sure.
Anything else?
No, Judge, that's all.
Now, have you run his NCIC? What kind of criminal history, if any, does he have?
Just a moment, Judge, I'm pulling it up.
You need to do a bond because there's no bond that's set.
And he has a bondsman here. I was wondering if you'd approve a bond. I was wondering if you.
If he has no criminal history, I was going to give him a PR bond.
That works as well.
But I don't know what his criminal history is, so.
As for criminal history, I see a sexual assault out of Rio Grande City that has no disposition. A driving license invalid out of Brazoria County. That was a conviction.
That would be, curious about what happened with that sexual assault.
Another driving with license suspended in Brazoria County. Another driving with license invalid in Montgomery County. And then a aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in Brazoria County. But that was, I see a final pleading of not guilty, but I see no disposition on the case.
You're setting your bond at $5,000 and he'll have to make a surety bond. Do you have a Texas driver license, Mr. Betancourt?
Yes, I still have it.
Does he have, can you run his license to see if he has a license?
Yes, Judge, I'm running it right now.
I'm ordering you not to drive any vehicle unless you have a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, Mr. Betancourt. Do you understand? Like I said, I take public safety extremely serious, and I will do everything in my power to protect the public. If that means putting your bond at $10 million, I'll do it in a heartbeat to protect the public. So be careful when you're out there. Actions have consequences. Do you understand?
Valid driver's license.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Now you have a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with them, and they'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. No, or you won't get any PR bonds. Do you understand? Okay. Do you mind drafting all those conditions, please?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge. May we be
All right.
excused?
He cannot go because we need to do everything. And then you said he has a bonding company here, right?
Yes.
Okay. We'll release him to the bonding company here when we get all the paperwork done.
Thank you, Judge. I'll go ahead and resend him in the meantime and have him.
Don't, because he still has.
This is a classic structured release with strict conditions. The judge is basically saying, freedom is conditional, not automatic. One mistake and you're back in custody instantly. No second chances.
Post bond. When you post that bond, you'll get a 7-day setting. When you get that 7-day setting, feel free to come up here and we can give you a different day.
Yes,
You know? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Judge.
Ricardo.
Judge?